University. Total 15 starts this past spring. Will face Homer Butch Jr. in the first time against YD this summer. Last start came against Chatham. He went 3 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs, just 1 earned though. Walked 3 and struck out 2. First pitch, a called strike on the outer half of the plate. No one won the count to Homer Butch Jr. Talk about a player that has baseball in his blood. 0-1, breaking ball, a called strike. Now Gravy ahead, 0-2. Homer Butch Sr. played for the Yankees, won a World Series with them. The 0-2 pitch to Jr. is fouled away. And 0-2 the count, we stand. A perfect night for baseball with some humidity in the air. Temperature right around 85 degrees at the first pitch. 0-2, breaking ball, fouled straight back behind home. We'll do the 0-2 again. Infield and outfield playing straight away for the right-hander at the plate. Was just here a few nights ago back in the All-Star game. Was in the starting lineup. And ever since he's been in the leadoff spot in this order as the 0-2 in there for called strike 3. Oh, first strikeout of the night comes the first batter that Jacob Gravy faces here in the top of the first inning. Well, here's Hayden Schott. The designated hitter digs in the lefty box for the Red Sox. Nobody on, 1 away. We're on the top of the first inning. Gravy deals a breaking ball. Grounded over to Graham at first. Tosses it over to Gravy, who will cover the first base bag. 2 down in the first. It's a Gateman team in search of a win in over 2 weeks. The last Gateman win came on July 10th. Here's Cole Carrick. Carrick sporting the long white pants with a red stripe, shows bunt and drops it down. It could be a good one. Fabian will try to make the throw down, but can't grab the baseball in time. Carrick reaches first on a bunt single with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Now how about that? A strikeout and a ground out, and Cole Carrick shows bunt on the first pitch from Gravy and gets a base hit out of it. Carrick on first with 2 away, and here's Braden Montgomery. Montgomery put on a show in batting practice earlier today for YD. A phenomenal both hitter and pitcher. We've seen him make an appearance on the mound just a few nights ago against this Gateman team. Carrick on first, 2 outs, and the top of the first. Gravy deals a fastball cut on a miss. That one won the count. Montgomery cannot catch up to that one. The Red Sox sporting their Cape Cod red Digi Camo jerseys tonight. They're a little lighter, easier to breathe as the 0-1 fouled straight back behind home. And Gravy ahead, 0-2. Gravy eyes Bergson behind home. Now comes set right above the belt. A check to first base, but Carrick dives back in time. Picks up some of the stone dust on this infield on both his pants and his top. Carrick takes another good 10 steps off the first base bag as Gravy deals. The 0-2 pitch, runner goes. A throw down the second's going to be in time, but the ball gets away from Blake Wright. How about that? Blake Wright had Carrick out by a mile, but lost it at the half second, and Cole Carrick safe at second base. And 1-2 the count we go. It was a pitch outside. It was a perfect throw down pitch. Gravy left it right over the plate to give Burks a perfect throw down the second, and he did so, but lost on the transfer. And the inning will continue and count now 1-2. Line over to right. Right will field. Fire to first. Could be trouble, but he did it. Unbelievable throw from Blake Wright to end this inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one man left. We go to the bottom of the first. Gateman up the bat. Stay with us on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
Each and every game here at Spillane Field is made possible by our sponsors. Let's take a moment to recognize Gateway Tavern, Coastal Orthodontics, Fairway Financial, Joanne Stevenson, Sullivan Wine and Spirits, Deb Levesque Massage Therapy, the Law Office of Mark Deshays, Office Technology Group, J&M Baseball Academy, South Coast Health, Minkle Boys Catering, 80 Makepeace, Reed Custom Soils, Soft as a Grape, Bay Motor Inn, Point Sign, Wareham, Sipicon and Dartmouth Week, Cranberry Self Storage, Village Signs, the Law Office of Lang, Exaferris and Bullard, Reedy, Kiernan and McNally LLP, Robertson's GMC, Effie's Homemade, Wareham Country Market, the Wareham House of Pizza, Robbery's Tree Service, Patty Wild, Onset Bay Association, Select PT, El Mariachi, Water Whiz, and Cool Cone. Thank you once again to our sponsors of your Wareham Gateman. We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod, free of charge. On behalf of the 9 other teams, the Wareham Gatemen, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2022 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize the Yawkey Foundation, Gibson Sotheby's, Curry College, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod, Badger Sport, Zephyr Hats, Cape Cod 5 Cents Saving Bank.
Team, and he looks at a breaking ball low and inside, so Anderson works a leadoff walk in the bottom of the first. That's the first walk of the night. From Dowd. 5 pitches, 4 missed the zone, and here's Chase Davis. Came into this summer red hot, but has since slowed down. We apologize for the technical issues as Davis looks at the breaking ball upstairs and 1-0 the count. Will get it fixed as soon as possible. So it will be a radio broadcast up until we get the video on and working. We're in the process to do so. Max Anderson on first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. Dowd kicks and deals a 1-0 pitch to Davis. That one roped, but right at the second baseman, Lou, who will throw to first base. And the check to first is going to be not in time. It looked like Lou dropped it on one hop. So it wasn't a line out, but they got the throw over to second base to get Mac Anderson. But Chase Davis reaches first safely on the fielder's choice putout. Oh, Davis on first, and here's Brian Morrell. Just the luck not going the Gateman way already here in the bottom of the first inning. It's a Gateman team that is yet to win a game in over 2 weeks. It's been a tough stretch for everyone involved, looking to turn this thing around with just 7 games left, 6 after tonight. Chase Davis on first, 1 away. Breaking ball, low, 1-0 the count. Brian Morrell started at Notre Dame, then went to St. John's, and now he's at Hofstra. An ultra baseball player, some may say. A good bat to have in this lineup, that's for sure. Davis on first, 1 out. It's the bottom of the first, still no score. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. A good stop there from Prado behind home. But 2-0 the count. Dowd has pitched in 5 2/3 this summer coming into tonight. Has a 1.59 ERA, has 8 strikeouts, and 5 2/3 pitched. But struggling to find his command, 7 balls and just 2 strikes so far, after facing just 3 batters so far. Dowd set right at the waist. Lefty looks over to first, now deals a 2-0 pitch, grounded fouled on the third base side. 2-1 the count. Harvey Shapiro is back tonight, so we want to welcome Coach Shapiro back to the Gateman. But not yet back coaching third base, calling all the signs and defensive plays from the dugout tonight. The 2-1 pitch to Morrell, chopped over. It's just going to be a foul ball over the right field side of play. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Morrell. That was like a check swing. Morrell that just got a piece of it. A jam shot almost went fair. And now count now 2-2. Chase Davis on first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first, still no score. Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. And we apologize for any technical issues. We're hoping to get the video on as soon as we can. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from Prado for a half second, but Davis sticks to first. Count now full to the right-hander at the plate, Brian Morrell. Joined this Gateman team 1 week ago. Morrell will choke up now behind and a full count. Looking to do a job as a payoff pitch. That one roped to center, base hit. Davis will stick to second. And the second hit of the night. The first for the Gateman. Oh, Chase Davis goes to second, and Brian Morrell on first. And here's Will Rogers in the cleanup spot tonight. Had a big hit back in the 7th inning of the Bourne Braves and Gateman game last night. And now the pitching coach for YD will jog out to the mound and have a conversation with Dowd on to talk things over. It was a game last night where the Gatemen were down 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Will Rogers came up clutch. Mr. Rogers hit a ribby double that scored 2 to tie up the ball game, but it was Christopher Brito that started off the top of the 8th, hit a ribby, a bullet on the right field side of play for a double. And he ended up scoring that inning to give the Bourne Braves a 4-3 lead, and they ended up holding on to that score for the final game between those two teams for a Braves win. It was a close game last night where the Gatemen were hoping to either win it or tie it, as Falmouth crushed Hyannis 10-5. They're now 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. Well, when the team in front of you keeps winning, it makes your life a lot more difficult looking from the outside in. But the Gatemen in business here in the bottom of the first. They have Chase Davis on second base and Brian Morrell on first. With one down in the bottom half of this first inning, still no score. Will Rogers trying to change that narrative right here. Dowd kicks and deals a breaking ball outside and 1-0 the count. 9 balls to just 5 strikes so far to start off this ball game for Dowd. For anyone curious, we'll keep you updated on especially Falmouth tonight, as they're now 9 points in front of the Gatemen. Dowd takes his time, set at the bell. Now time called by home plate umpire Tom Ryberg. Tom Ryberg behind home. Jeff Morzell over at first base. And the umpire at third is Chuck Furlong. First and second, 1 out. And the bottom of the first, still no score between the YD Red Sox and the Wareham Gatemen. Dowd set, gives a look back to second base. Now kicks and deals a 1-0 pitch. That one ropes, base hit. That will split the gap. Here comes Davis. He's going to score easily. Rounding third and holding at third is Brian Morrell. It's a ribby single for Will Rogers, and the Gatemen take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. A much-needed base hit with runners in scoring position for this Gateman club that has struggled to do so all season long. Runners on the corners, still on only 1 out. And here's Derek Fabian. He's been red hot over the last 5 days. He had a home run late in the game the last time he played the YD Red Sox this past Friday night. Dowd set. The pitch to Fabian, breaking ball low. 1-0 the count. The biggest thing from Dowd that we've seen is he can't get into a good count. Almost every single at bat he's been behind. The Gatemen already have 2 hits this inning and 1 walk. They have a 1-0 lead. 1-0 to Fabian, breaking ball low and inside once again. Now 2-0 the count. Brian Morrell on third, Will Rogers on first. Still got 1 out, as now the infield for the Red Sox shift over to the left side. Lou will hover to the left side of the second base bag, playing where a normal shortstop would if he's holding on a runner. 2-0, fouled away, behind home. 2-1 the count. Now, if you're Derek Fabian, you're looking to go the other way with it, and hope they get a base hit to right field. That would score another run. You get all the way from first to second wide open in this infield. Dowd deals a 2-1, a pop-up in the infield, giving Chase's Prado, but will run just out of room as it hits the bleachers. And one of the Little Leaguers, as it's Little League night here at Spillane Field, will get a souvenir. They got to be on the field before the game during the pregame festivities during the national anthem and first pitch. How about that? A foul ball to start off the game. Well, runners on the corners, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And we apologize for the technical issues. We're hoping to get the video on as soon as we can. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball outside, and it now Rogers caught on the rundown. And they're looking to try to send someone, and Rogers gets back to first safely. It appears so. That was an interesting play. Rogers took off, and he just froze going to second in a pitch that was low for a ball. Then Prado tried to throw it down to first base, and to get Rogers was out. He just beat out the throw, as both Lou and Long didn't know what to do with the ball. They were looking over at Brian Morrell, who was not moving at all. You would think that maybe he would try to score, but a mistake that the Gateman escaped from. Now Rogers off, and now another rundown once again. But Brian Morrell, and this time Rogers can't escape. Rogers gets picked off. Morrell stands on third. And now 2 gone. I've never seen that before in my life. A pickoff attempt, 2 of them, without a pitch being thrown. Usually the first time, if you escape a pickoff attempt, you don't try to go right away. But, well, Rogers did so. He's picked off on second. Now 2 gone. The payoff pitch, cut on and miss, and that ends it. Well, the Gateman took a 1-0 lead, didn't go their way to end the inning. We go to the top half of the second. 1-0 Gateman. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gateman.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. Money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life, to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Top of the second we go. The Gateman took a 1-0 lead in the bottom half of the first. It will be Cade and Connor, Mike Boweave, and Johnny Long due up here in the top half of the second inning. Jacob Cravey back on the rubber for his second inning of work. And again, we want to apologize for the technical issues. We're looking to get those straight away in just a few moments. Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you as Cravey deals a breaking ball for a called strike. And ahead once again of Cade and Connor. Connor hitting .270 coming into tonight. 11 ribbies on the season and hits a line drive base hit up the middle. It ricocheted off the glove of Cravey that just rolled right into center field. And Cade and Connor on first with nobody out in the top of the second inning. The second hit of the night for the Red Sox. Cole Carrick got the first one. It was a bunt single back in the first. And here's Mike Boweave. Connor on first. Has a decent lead. Cravey deals a breaking ball high. 1-0 the count. Breaking ball. That one roped to left, just foul. Oh, we've looked to go the other way with it. Now have to retreat to the batter's box. Just landed foul. That's 6 ribbies on the summer. Jacob Cravey, so far, has been one of the most reliable pitchers on this staff. The 1-1 pitch, fouled straight back behind home, and count now 1-2. This is the first time, though, he's faced the Red Sox this summer. He's mostly been a home starter. 16 1/3 pitch coming into tonight. 13 hits, 8 runs, just 5 earned, though. 7 walks to 17 strikeouts. He's only pitched 6 innings on the road this summer. Connor, the 1-2 pitch, though, line, base hit into left field. On a 1-2 count, Bowie liked the pitch he got from Cravey and hit a bullet into left field for a knock. And now runners on first and second with nobody out and the top of the second. And here's Johnny Long. Long out of Cal State Long Beach. Makes a slider in for a strike. 0-1 the count. It's Cade and Connor on second and Mike Bowie on first. Still nobody out. The Red Sox trail by 1. But in business here in the top half of the second inning. Johnny Long, a 198 hitter. Fouls that one behind, and now behind 0-2. He's a definition of today's day and age player. 4 homers, 18 ribbies, but 34 strikeouts, just 91 at-bats. Cravey looks on, shakes off. Now shakes in agreement. Comes set right above the belt. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball. Line, base hit into left field. They're going to hold up Cade and Connor at third. The throw is going to be not in time. Oh, Johnny Long has a base hit, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out and the top of the second inning. 3 singles in a row for the righty Red Sox. And here's Zach Liu. Another hitter. This one time at the Cal State Fullerton. One for 25 so far this summer. Looking to get another big hit here, though. Bases loaded, nobody out. It's the top of the second inning, and the Gateman clinging quickly to their 1-0 lead. Breaking ball in the dirt to Burks, a good stop. No advancement from anyone on the base pass. 1-0 the count. We'll see what kind of mindset Crazy's forced to have here. He's going to have a growth one here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Having to face adversity quickly tonight. 1-0 pitch. Line over to Padilla. Oh, play it on a hop. Throws home and is going to be in time. How about that? Padilla played it on one hop and came straight home to it. A throw to Burks. Well, 1 away. A play at the plate. Force out. Well, bases reload. Ryan Prado. So Mike Bowie will move to third, Johnny Long to second, and Zach Liu now on first on the fielder's choice. Corner infielders. Fabian moves in. Graham holding on first, now playing back, looking to turn 2 to get out of this jam unscathed. Here's Prado. Making his first at-bat of the summer in a big spot. Looks at a first pitch, called strike, and now behind 0-1. Bases loaded, one away. The Gateman trying to keep a lead once again. 0-1, breaking ball. Called strike right on the corner. How about that? 0-2 the count now. A sunny and perfect night for baseball here from Spillane Field. Not a cloud above the field. Oh-2 pitch to Prado, breaking ball, cut on a miss. Second strikeout of the night from Jacob Cravey on the mound. 2 down here in the top of the second inning. And how about that? The Gateman, one more out away from not allowing a run to score with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now here's Homer Bush Jr. Struck out looking to start off this game. Chokes up, looking to try to get anyone in to either tie it or take the lead. Breaking ball fouled away behind home. 0-1 the count. Bases juiced for Junior. Gravy shakes off. Now comes set right above the belt. 0-1 pitch to Bush Jr. fouled away. And now Cravey 1 strike away from getting out of a bases loaded jam with nobody out. Well, now 2 outs here in the inning. And ahead of Homer Bush Jr. 0-2. The Gateman team cheering Cravey on. Looking to get out of this jam and keep a 1-0 lead. The 0-2 pitch fouled away. Count holds 0-2. Mike Bowie on third, Johnny Long on second, and Zach Liu over at first. The Red Sox looking to break through to tie this one back up here in the second. But with Cravey ahead, 0-2, comes set and deals a pitch. Cut on and miss. Cravey gets out of it. Leaves the bases loaded. And we still have a 1-0 Gateman lead heading into the bottom of the second inning. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
And thanks, guys. Here with Dirk.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation. The first pitch rips it foul. on the third base side out of play. The Gatemen have a 1-0 lead. How about that? Jacob Cravey worked into a jam. It was 3 singles in a row that loaded up the bases with nobody out. But a fielder's choice, play at the plate, and back-to-back Ks got him out of the inning as Blake Wright, a fly ball to center field. Bush Jr. there to make the play. 1 away here in the second inning. Again, we apologize for the technical issues. We're working on it right now to get it straight away for you all. But the good news is the Gatemen have a 1-0 lead. Nobody on, 1 away, and here's Carter Graham. Fouls it on the right field side of play, right into the batting cages. No one won the count. To Graham. Graham 8 for 52 this summer. Had a breakout campaign this past spring with 22 home runs hit for Stanford, but has yet to hit one out this summer for the Gatemen. Now deals. Pitch popped up out of play. Now Graham behind 0-2. Now looking to settle in. The Gatemen also had 3 base hits in the first inning. 0-2 outside. Down set at the waist. Nobody on with 1 away. Kicks in, deals a 1-2 pitch breaking ball just outside. 2-2 the count. Carter Graham not only has he's just been super unlucky at the plate. Hits the ball hard, but every time he does so, it's right at someone. The baseball, people will tell you, those will eventually change. It's a 2-2 pitch. That one hit well to left field. Back is Connor on the track, makes a catch. 2 away. Here's Devin Burks. Oh, 2 down. Here's Devin Burks. Crouched in, cuts and misses at the first pitch. Breaking ball down and away. 0-1 the count.
And thanks, guys. You were Dirk.
Both flew out for the first 2 outs of the inning. Burks looking to get something going. Breaking ball just low. 1-1 the count. Harwich visits Falmouth tonight. It's a game the Gateman fans will be watching closely. But 9 points now separate those 2 teams. A bit fouled away at home. 1-2 the count. 6 games remain after tonight. It's a tall mountain for this Gateman team to climb. Heading forward. 1-2, low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Burks. The one thing going for the Gatemen, though, is, well, they play Falmouth one more time. But outside of that, they just hope to win more games than Falmouth does and hope, well, the other teams help them out. Breaking ball in the dirt now in full count here to Burks. The Gatemen have had plenty of opportunities in almost every single game this summer. Many left on base and very few clutch hits this summer. But with still a week left of the season, the Gateman looking to finish strong.
Each and every game.
The payoff pitch. Line into right. In comes Bush Jr. Dives, makes a play. What a grab by Bush Jr. to end the second inning. We go to the top of the third. It's a 1-0 Gateman lead. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network. Oh, makes the catch. Back right into the Cranberry self-storage banner. What a grab by Brian Morrell.
Traced a lot of steps out in right field, but Morrell, a real experienced player, which is what you want at this portion of the summer. A really, really good veteran to have for the Gateman, and it's played like that while he's on this roster.
Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. Breaking ball low. 1-0 the count here to Carrick. It's a 1-0 Gateman lead. Breaking ball inside. One down here in the third. 2-0 pitch, cut on a miss, fastball. 2-1 the count. Last time Carrick was up, there was 2 outs in the top of the first, and Carrick just showed bunt, got it down for a base hit. Looking to get on base any way possible, and breaking ball low. 3-1 the count. Red Sox, though, out hitting the Gateman 4-2. Time called by Carrick. Gravy had the bases loaded and nobody out back in the second inning, but got out of the jam unscathed and kept a 1-0 Gateman lead. That one, though, line to right, base hit. Oh, Carrick now 2 for 2 tonight.
And Carrick's a great player, was an all-star just a few short days ago with game held here at Spillane Field. And he's just sort of a do-it-all guy, a San Diego State product. And of course, those Aztecs are known for their hitting. That dates back to the Tony Gwynn days.
What a great player Tony Gwynn was. Just phenomenal. Now his son, obviously, Tony Gwynn Jr. A broadcaster just like us, Cade, with the San Diego Padres on the radio there. Carrick, a big lead off first. Breaking ball high to Montgomery, and 1-0 the count.
Montgomery's a dangerous player. We saw that late last week at Red Wilson Field. 5 ribbies for Montgomery that night, including a grand slam. He also pitched an inning there late.
A player that puts on a show every batting practice. A check to first, though. Carrick dives back safely. One of the best players we've seen this summer on the Cape. Grounded over to Padilla. Throws to Graham in time, 2 away. Moving to second base is Cole Carrick on the fielder's choice. And here's Cade Connor. Started off the second with a base hit. This time, though, a runner in scoring position for the Red Sox. A 1-0 Gateman lead in the top of the third inning. Gravy deals a fastball dots the outer half. 0-1 the count to Connor.
Gravy just needs to do what he's done the first 2 innings tonight. Surrendered 5 hits, but stranded all those runners. He's got 2 away, looking for a ground ball to end it.
Gravy deals the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball low. 1-1 strike hitter Connor. And Cole Carrick has a stolen base tonight, but has another huge lead over there at second. Stretching out the legs over there. Now take about 12 steps off second base. Right behind him. A breaking ball grounded over to Blake Wright. Will throw to Graham in time to end the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Wareham. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Gateman Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Bottom of the third, here from Spillane Field, Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you all night long on this Tuesday night. The Gatemen have a 1-0 lead. And into the bottom of the third, it will be Brian Padilla, Max Anderson, and Chase Davis due up here in the third. And Cade, this is the first lead that the Gatemen have had since just the 1 inning and born. Let me do the math. That was 6 days ago?
Something like that.
5 days ago? Too long ago. Dow deals the pitch cut on a miss. High fastball. 0-1 the count to Brian Padilla.
And Dowd's a player, his 3rd start of the summer. For YD, had only given up 1 earned run in his previous 6 innings pitched.
Popped up in the infield. Lou moves back, makes a play, 1 down. Dowd appeared to be a strike thrower. Struggled in the first, walked the first batter he saw, and he's at the plate right here, Max Anderson.
Your unconventional leadoff hitter in Max Anderson, his first time in that slot this season for the Gatemen, comes in game 38. He's appeared in every single contest this summer.
Breaking ball low, 1-0 the count. You know why I really like it?
What's that?
Is because I've been telling people Max Anderson reminds me so much of DJ LeMahieu. And DJ LeMahieu for the Yankees is a phenomenal leadoff hitter. Contact guy, not too much power as a 1-0. Breaking ball. Stays high. 2-0 the count. A strong stature at the plate. And a contact hitter. That's what Max Anderson is, but also he works a lot of walks. Has an on-base percentage over .350. 2-0. Roped. Base hit into center. Well, Max Anderson on base 2 times already here in just the 3rd inning.
And the Gatemen have done a nice job of finding a way on base tonight. That's now the 4th hit of the night to the 10th batter of the evening. That's that type of offensive consistency that this team's been lacking in recent days.
Well, Cole Carrick over there at short is now shifting over the second base bag, and he stole a base back in the, I think, second inning. Oh, it was at first. But ever since then, he's been stretching. Looks like maybe his groin. He might have pulled something. I don't know. Well, the 0-1 count now to Davis. Max Anderson on first, one down, and the bottom of the third. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop there from Proto behind home. 1-1 strike here to Chase Davis. He's singled and scored back in the first.
And that's good for Davis, a hitter who had gone through a bit of a cold streak in his last couple games, bounces back well so far today.
Check to first. Anderson gets back in time. And I know we were talking about the really unconventional lineup. It's completely changed from the beginning and middle part of this summer, as you can expect in summer ball. The lineup changes almost every single day, but I'm liking the first three hitters. 1-2, cut on a miss, now 1-2 the count. Breaking ball, and a 1-1 pitch. Now down ahead, 1-2. But three true hitters: Max Anderson, Chase Davis, and Brian Morrell. You can even throw Will Rogers' name in there. Infield shifted to the right side. The 1-2 pitch to Davis. Breaking ball, cut on a miss, but the ball gets away from Proto behind home. No advancement from Anderson. 2 down here in the third. Second strikeout of the night from Dowd. And here's Brian Morrell. Singled back in the first. Anderson on first, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Dowd deals a breaking ball low. The Gateman have a 1-0 lead against the Red Sox. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball. Again low. 2-0 the count. The Gateman on the summer 1-2 against YD. Morrell grounds it over to third. Bowie will make the long throw to first in time to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the top of the fourth. It's a 1-0 Wareham lead. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gateman.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
Top of the fourth we go, 1-0 Gateman. It's Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you on this Tuesday night. It's game 38 of 44, and boy, has this season flown by. Gravy deal is a breaking ball in the dirt. To Mike Bowie, he's 1 for 1 already on the night. One-0 pitch. Bovee looks out low. 2-0 the count. Well, Cravy's been phenomenal to start. 33 strikes to 10 balls.
He's really worked the command of his zone well, and that's one thing we've seen Jacob Cravey develop in a really special way as the summer's gone on.
Breaking ball just missing inside. 3-0 the count, and I wonder if, he spent so much time around the Jonathan Brands and Michael Sansones. Sansone with the Rays and Brand with the Red Sox as a 3-0 pitch. Got a piece of Bovee, and he'll take first. But those are true strike throwers. Sansone, 37 strikeouts or somewhere around there to just 1 walk. Here's Johnny Long. And a base hit back in the second inning. High fly ball to right field. Morrell drifts in to make the grab. 1 down here in the fourth. Well, now with 1 away, here's Zach Liu. Reach on a fielder's choice in the second inning. In an inning that the Red Sox had a huge opportunity, but came up empty. Had the bases loaded and nobody out. But as we were talking about back in the second inning when we first saw Long go back a batter ago, he's a true player in a new day, in a new age in baseball. He's a guy that strikes out 34 times, but has the home run power and can drive in runners. Just missed one a batter ago, flew out to right field. Gravy deals the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, called strike. Now Gravy ahead, 0-2. Bovee on first. 1 down in the top of the fourth inning. Gravy deals the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Good stop there from Burks. Count now 1-2. Lights on early here at Spillane as we move in the back end of July. The sun begins to set sooner and sooner, which marks, the end of the summer months. 1-2, cut on a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2 down here in the fourth inning.
Some really good swing and miss stuff from Cravey this afternoon. And I look back at the beginning of the summer, Alex, with today being his last start for the Gateman. The fact that in his first outing, Cravey didn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff. That's something he's added to his game as the season has gone along. And I know the coaches down at Sanford are really excited for him to work that in.
Breaking ball. Line just fouled on the left field side of play. Count now 0-1. Looks like Ryan Proto broke his bat on the foul ball, so he'll go and retrieve a new piece of lumber. But you're right. I think Jacob Cravey is the most improved pitcher this summer we've seen. He's looked better and better in every start. A fun guy to be around, that's for sure.
And a great guy to have in your clubhouse. Just makes everybody around him better. Brings good energy to the field each and every day.
It's all about that culture. Bovey on first. The 0-1 pitch stays high, right at the hands of Proto. Count now 1-1. One nothing Gateman in the top of the fourth inning. 1-1 low. Now 2-1 the count. Proto in just his second at bat with the Red Sox. Now after Gravy fell behind of Proto here, 2-1 burst, went out, put his arm around his guy and Gravy on the mound just to settle him back down with 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Gravy's set at the letters. Kicks and deals a 2-1 pitch, cut out a miss. 2-2 the count. A 2-2 pitch, fouled straight back and staying alive. As Proto out the plate looking for his first hit here on the Cape this summer.
Gravy's outpitch there, fastball elevated. Proto is typically a hitter who likes the pitches to be elevated to him, so maybe Gravy kicks one down and away on a breaking ball.
Gravy's set. We'll do the 2-2 again. The pitch. Cut on a miss. Went off speed down and away to get Proto swinging. That's Gravy's 5th strikeout of the night. Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth, and we keep it a 1-0 Gateman lead. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. Money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life, to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Back in Wareham as we make our way into the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Gateman leading the Whitey Red Sox 1-0. Yarmouth Dennis has a new pitcher on the mound. It's Dominic Freeberger. The right-hander out of Yukon makes his 3rd appearance of the summer, and he's thrown limited action. Just 2 innings under his belt, but he's yet to allow a hit. No runs either. No walks and 1 strikeout, an ERA at 0 for the Baltimore native. Alex.
Well, he'll face Will Rogers, Derek Fabian, and Blake Wright. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Gatemen have a 1-0 lead, and this is the second time this Gateman lineup has seen Freeburger. They saw him on Friday at YD, trying to keep this one-run ball game. Rogers singled back in the 1st inning. The right-hander set on the mound. Freeburger deals. The Rogers outside. Pitch gets away from Proto behind home. Count now 1-0. Will Rogers has made a good impression so far.
Last night nearly had a triple at Polar Park, minor league home, the AAA affiliate, the Boston Red Sox. Hit right off the 399 sign in left center field.
1-0 pitch to Rogers, fouled straight back.
Rogers, a player who hit 299 as a true freshman at Arizona State this spring across roughly 46 games.
299, that's like getting it 99% on a test, just 1 point shy of 100. Almost just at 300. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball inside. 2 on the count. That was the most frustrating thing growing up, when you get like a 99 on a test. Come on.
I didn't mind the 99s. I didn't get many of those, so I didn't mind them when they came through.
That would be like, teacher,
Hey,
bonus question, or
if you missed it, you missed it.
2-1, line, just foul. Let's get a piece of third base coach Jeremy Colagna over there at third.
You never heard of earning the grade?
Yeah, but it's just so frustrating. In a 99, it's like...
See, I never worry about that stuff too much. If I got a 99, hey, great. It's an A. Not going to worry too much about it. Like I said, they didn't happen very often, so... I was a low A's guy. High B's.
Hey, C's get degrees, though, as the breaking ball in the dirt. Now, full count here to Rogers.
Is that your life motto? The C's get degrees?
No, I mean...
You're 100% the kid who sits on the front row of every class.
No.
100%.
It depends on the teacher. If it's a class I hate, I'm 100% a C's get degrees. But it's a class I enjoy, I get it. A. Yeah, that one hit into center. Bush charges in. But Carrick moves back to make the play. 1 down. Well, here's Derek Fabian with 1 down. He struck out swinging in the first. As Fabian digs in, and our own Claire Foley caught up with Fabian, and we'll hear that interview throughout the broadcast tonight. Had a big hit at Polar Park last night as well. Righty Freeburger deals a breaking ball low.
And Fabian's been an outstanding player. 6 hits in his last 5 games. He's really found some consistency at the plate over the course of the last week.
Freeburger at the waist. Kicks in, deals a 1-0 pitch to Fabian. Ducks out of harm's way. 2-0 the count.
Freeburger's command not there tonight.
3 strikes of 5 balls coming out of the pen. Nobody on, 1 down. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Freeburger deals a 2-0 pitch to Fabian. A hearty swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Decent crowd on hand on a humid Tuesday night at the park.
It is warm. But that's really been the mainstay for the last, what would you say, week and a half?
Yeah, heat wave. Nothing will top that All-Star game, though. That was hot weather.
Mid-90s.
2-1 inside. 3-1 the count. Three and 1 the count to Fabian. Older brother just got drafted by the Baltimore Orioles. 3-1 pitch. Popped up out of play. Saw his dad earlier, and he says that it's every other day. One game he'll wear the Orioles, and the next he'll wear a Gateman hat.
You have to have good balance between your two ball players.
A full count to Fabian. Freeberger makes in, fires, pitch fouled away. We've seen some long at-bats over the last 24 hours.
I think that's a credit, though, to the Gateman's offensive approach. They're sitting there battling. You know, they understand, hey, this pitch may find its way in the zone, but I don't necessarily like it. Just catch a piece of it. You have to stay alive in ABs consistently, night in and night out. Put the pressure back on the mound.
Payoff pitch to Fabian, fouled away once again. Now the 8th pitch of this at-bat incoming. Freeberger deals the payoff pitch in the dirt. Fabian wins the battle, and he's on first. First walk given up by Freeberger tonight. First free base, but no Freeberger. Well, here's Blake Wright. He flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. A pitch way upstairs. 1-0 the count. Fabian thought about going, but darted back to the first base bag after Freeberger went home.
I'm not sure if Freeberger, who's now only throwing 50% strikes, he's trying to work the inner half against these righties. But so far, it's been, I don't know if it's necessarily the heat that's having these pitches slip, but that fastball is riding up and in on these hitters, shoulder high.
The 1-0 pitch to Wright stays high once again, as we were just talking about up here. And obviously, you're not going to get a hitter like a Blake Wright at the plate to chase those.
I don't necessarily think they're chase pitches. They're not anything that's necessarily have a late break or anything like that. They're just literally sending up and staying up.
Freeberger set. 2-0, way outside. 3-0 the count to Blake Wright.
After that pitch, there's a few folks jumping up in the Whitey pin.
Well, obviously, I think if any other situation, you would have the green light here. But after 3 pitches that have not come near the zone at all, I'm taking all the way here if I'm Blake Wright at the plate. 3-0 pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. Now 3-1 the count.
I agree with you, Alex. If I'm Blake Wright there, you let that pitch go all day long. With how Freeberger struggled to find the zone. First he walks Fabian, and now he had you on a 3-0 count. Blake Wright, no doubt, you take that strike. And that was even in the top half of the zone as well.
Freeberger set at the waist. Fabian goes, and a pitch hits him right in the back, right above the number. So Wright will take first on a hit by a pitch. Now it's first and second with 1 out.
Freeburger's going to have to get his command under control. You can't keep dealing fastballs up around the shoulder and head region of hitters and then deals that one right into the back. Of course, it's not intentional, but you're responsible for your command on the mound in these type of situations.
Well, not only is Proto looking to calm Freeburger down, we all know he's also trying to buy time for whoever's warming up in the wide A pen. Now Proto just has to tie his shoes here.
The time before Carter Graham's at bat may last longer than the entire at bat. First a mound conversation, then tying the shoe.
First and second, one out here in the fourth inning. Carter Graham at the plate. We've been waiting for him to get going all summer long, and what better way than right here? Breaking ball, taken low. 1-0 the count. And now the pitching coach for the Red Sox will take a slow walk out to have a conversation with Freeburger.
And all this is the situation that Whitey's coaching staff is realizing, hey, Freeburger's not going to have his command tonight. That's a stated fact. That's understood at this point. So you have to get somebody moving quickly in your pen. That's going to take some time. You want them adequately ready enough. You want them warmed up to come into this game, or else they're going to be experiencing the same issues. Those first few fastballs are not going to be in the zone because they're still getting their arm hot. So first it's the catcher walks out for a quick conversation. That's going to kill some time. And then the pitching coach is out there now to kill even more time. You know, you do all these different things, and all teams do it, to try and create enough time for your bullpen pitcher to start warming up. And so if I'm the pitching coach right there, I'm saying to Freeburger, get through this at bat, and then we'll call the pin.
Well, 1-0 the count to Graham. Long not covering first at all, allowing Wright to take a more advanced lead over at first. But Lou playing right behind Fabian over there at second base. Freeburger deals a 1-0 pitch in the dirt, gets away from Proto. Nobody goes, though. Fabian thought about going, held up. Now 2-0 the count to Graham. First and second for Wareham. They have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Freeburger set at the waist. The 2-0 pitch to Graham. Taken for a called strike. 2-1 the count.
If you're Wareham's hitters, you put the pressure back on Freeburger. Make him find the zone at this point. Don't just swing at anything. Make him work the zone.
Two 1 to Graham inside. Now 3-1 the count. Graham flew out to left field in the second inning. Looking to do a job with 2 runners on base and 1 in scoring position. Freeburger set. The 3-1 pitch to Graham. Shot swing over to first. Long throws a second. On to first. In time to turn a double play. Of 3-6-3 double play to end the inning, and Freeburger gets out of the jam. We go to the top of the fifth. It's still a 1-0 Gateman lead. Stay with us.
One of the Gateman's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Looking for a turnkey rental experience on the Cape? Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has a dedicated team of rental professionals ready to provide homeowners and guests with exceptional service. For Cape Cod rentals, nothing compares. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
What's up, Gateman fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
Back at Wareham, new Gateman on the mound is Nick Hoffman out of Clemson. Hoffman makes his second appearance of the summer. One prior 2 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, no runs. Of course, no earned runs, no walks, and a pair of strikeouts against this same YD team at their place a few short days ago for the Cornelius, Georgia native. Alex?
On top of the 5th we go. Gateman still holding on to their 1-0 lead. The one solo run came back in the first inning. And the Gateman have had opportunity to score in almost every single one. We sound like a broken record. That's been the name of the game all summer long for Wareham. But Hoffman out of Clemson looking to pick up right where Jacob Cravey left off. Final line for Cravey, 4 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. First pitch fouled straight back. The 0-1 the count now. The homer, Bush Jr. Breaking ball low and outside.
And Homer Bush Jr. is a player who's really had a turnaround summer. At one point was hitting below $150, and now turned it into an all-star campaign. He's the hottest hitter on Cade.
Slider in for a called strike. 1-2 now to Bush.
Bush bring that average up above 300, now 311 entering tonight's game.
Was an all-star. Played here at Spillane just 3 nights ago. Little pitch high. No, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A homer, Bush Jr. 2-2 pitch. That one hit well to center field. Back is Davis to make the grab. 1 away here in the 5th inning. And here's Hayden's shot. Oh for 2 tonight. Hoffman deals. Hit to center once again. Davis tracks to his right, makes a grab. 2 down in the 5th. Davis seeing a lot of action in center field tonight.
He really is, and for Davis, one of the better defensive outfielders on Cape. Gatemen are lucky to have it.
And here's Cole Carrick, 2 for 2, a bunt single, and a line drive to right field in the 3rd. Breaking ball, missing inside. 1-0 the count. Another all-star in this YD Red Sox lineup. Just so potent at the plate. 1-0, foul straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carrick. One pitch. Line, base hit into right field. Have yourself a night already here in the 5th inning. 3 for 3 so far tonight for Cole Carrick.
Like we mentioned back in the 3rd, Alex, just a pure contact hitter for Carrick, and San Diego State pipeline continues and just producing guys who can square up a barrel consistently at the plate.
So many great players from San Diego. A lot of them played in the San Diego League during the COVID year.
That was one of the few summer leagues that actually had action going on.
Breaking ball low, 1-0 the count to Braden Montgomery.
Cape season canceled that year.
(1-0) to Montgomery. Chopped foul on the first base side. Was there a baseball league around you that you got to see some games then, or no?
Not near South Carolina. No, I know the Northwoods League. They played some games during that time in a pod system.
Yeah.
But there weren't much going on. I mean, a lot of people were still in their homes at that point.
Right.
That was the biggest part of it. That was still the era of quarantine for everyone.
I know we were lucky in upstate New York. There was I forget what the name of it was called, honestly, but we had a league just like the San Diego League, 4 teams, 1-2 in the dirt, 2 into the count. We had like a 30-game season. We just kept playing the same 4 teams every single night. A lot of double headers. 2-2 pitch. Rip fouled on the left field side. Count holds 2-2. I can't believe that was 2 years ago already. Time flies.
I would say when you're having fun, but that wasn't fun.
No. 2-2 bounces in the dirt. And it looks like he got a piece of Braden Montgomery, so he reaches first. I think he got hit by a pitch. Now it's first and second for YD. That sends up Cade and Connor to the plate. Cole Carrick over there on second. Braden Montgomery on first. That one into center field. Davis makes a grab to end the inning. Well, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Gateman. Stay with us on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark. Bottom of the 5th we go, 1-0 Gateman, and we have a special guest up here in the booth, Will Koger III. Now, I got to ask, what do you like? Do you like just Will Koger? Do you like the third?
I like the third. A lot of people really don't put the third at the end of it just because they don't know about it, but I just stick to Will. So
I like it. And, usually I'll say Will Koger the third the first time in the broadcast, then I'll stick with just Will Koger.
Yeah. Whatever works, man. Whatever works.
Devin Burks, Brian Padilla, and Max Anderson due up here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. The Gatemen have a 1-0 lead. A pitch outside, 1-0 count. So, Will, what has been your favorite moment so far this summer?
I really wouldn't say there's a moment. I'm just really enjoying meeting all the guys that I've met so far. That's probably the biggest thing that I've loved. This is a great experience, and just meeting all these guys is really cool.
Is it everything you expected it to be?
It was. There was a lot of expectations coming in, but some were right and some were off, and you just learn from it when you get up here. So.
Freeberger behind, the 2-0 pitch, a high pop-up in the infield. Long moves over in foul territory on the first base side, makes a grab. One down here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. What's it like to take the mound here on the Cave? Is it any different from a collegiate season?
I definitely, it's different. There's some aspects where it's the same. But what's really cool about Cape Cod is it's not just one league, like the ACC is in Louisville, but all these guys are in different leagues, so it's really fun to face batters from all over the place.
Who's been the hardest batter to face so far this summer?
It's a tough one.
There's so many talent in this league, it's so tough.
Yeah, it's all these guys have different tools that you have to watch out for when you're pitching against them. I'd say, honestly, Max Horvath from North Carolina, he's always a tough out for me. Even back at Louisville, he was tough.
Is there someone you wanted to face but didn't get the chance to?
I faced one of my teammates from Louisville when we played there on Orleans. And I wanted to face Logan Beard, but he wasn't playing that day.
Well, Padilla flies out to right, now 2 away, and here's Max Anderson. Obviously, you've had the fortune that you didn't have to face Max Anderson this summer, one of the best hitters on the Cape, an all-star for the Gatemen. How fun is it to watch guys like Max just able to succeed this summer?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We're down in the bullpen when I'm not pitching, and every time this guy comes up, we always look up and pay attention when he's swinging the bat.
2 down here in the fifth. Anderson looks at a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-0 the count. So obviously this is the first time you've joined us in the booth this summer. Ever think about trying to go into broadcasting at all?
Now that I'm up here, dude, it's fun. This is cool. So, maybe.
Freeberger deals a 1-0 pitch to Anderson. Breaking ball just missed on 2-0 the count. What's been your favorite restaurant on the Cape this summer?
Since we have games every night, it's hard to like find a sit down. I say the Wareham County Market really gets all the players going. That's our lunch every day. Just pick it up on the way to the field.
Obviously, you pitched at Polar Park last night. What was that like?
It was a really cool experience. That's probably one of the nicest ballparks I've played in, especially if it's in the Cape Cod. So like this league, just to be able to play there it was fun.
3-0 pitch to Anderson. Called strike. Now 3-1 the count.
I'm gonna see Max get a hold of one right here.
Obviously, Polar Park, one of the newest minor league ballparks in the country. Great facility.
Yeah, I didn't know it was. It's only 2 years old. That was news to me.
Freeberger deals a 3-1 pitch to Anderson. Line, base hit up the middle. Well, he got a hold of one.
Yeah, he did.
Now 2 for 2 with a walk tonight. First time in the leadoff spot doing his job. That's all you can ask for, right, Will?
That's right. As a pitcher, man, you don't like that 2 for 2 with a walk for a batter.
It looks like that will be
wearing us out.
That'll be it for Freeberger. We'll stay on, and so obviously the season coming to an end quickly. The season flew by. is there one field that you didn't get to pitch at that you wanted to?
Probably Chatham. I've heard it's a fun atmosphere to pitch at Chatham, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to pitch there, but I never got the opportunity to. But
yeah, we kind of got the misfortune. It rained. The one game that got moved due to rain was that Chatham one, and it was supposed to play doubleheader on Father's Day. Then it got moved to Monday, so we never got a night game at Chatham. Oh, that was one of my favorite ballparks.
I mean, that was when I first got here in the Cape, I was 2 weeks late, and that was one of our first away trips that I went on, and I remember how nice their field was. It was pretty cool.
What's your favorite besides Spillane? You can't count Spillane.
Can't count Spillane. I really like Falmouth.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's a concession stand A+. I'll give it that.
What's your favorite thing?
I hate to say it, but those fried Oreos.
I had those. Those were good.
They were scrumptious.
Scrumptious. That's a good one.
They were scrumptious.
That's a good adjective.
I had to go back for seconds. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that was the one thing. I kept seeing it on social media where people visit that concession stand and get the fried Oreos. I'm like, I gotta get those.
Yeah.
I haven't had those. They had them here at the All-Star game. Didn't have them then, but yeah, I found with one of the best concession stands in the league. Harwich is a sleeper pick for me. I like Harwich.
I tell you what, Spillane, those chicken tenders too.
Yes.
Chicken tenders, those are my go-to for here.
Mike Chaplin, the head of the concession stand here, our host family. He's the dad of our host family, so he runs a concession stand here at Spillane. So shout out to Mike. What's one thing you learned this summer?
I'd say with these hitters, they're all so talented that you can't really waste any pitches. If you get up in the count, you can't really beat around the bush with them because they're too good of hitters. They're gonna pick up what's coming. So I think you just have to go right at them.
Obviously, you said you were 2 weeks late in the season. And in that 2 weeks, we saw it take the hitters a lot of time to get going. How big is a difference between the metal bats and aluminum bats to the wood bats?
I'd say it definitely plays a difference for the hitters and for the pitchers. So the pitchers now, they're really trying to focus on the inside of the plate because, I mean, get in there on those wood bats, they're not going to, obviously go as far. And I'd say that's probably the mentality for pitchers is wood bats, I mean, try to break them. I mean, just go inside.
How special is that for you when you're on the mound and you get a hitter to break one of their bats?
It is pretty cool. It makes you feel good, like you're throwing pretty hard, but in reality, it's probably just the wood bat. So, but you'd like to think you're throwing hard, but.
Well, here's Jewett. He comes in to face Chase Davis. Max Anderson on first, 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. Will Koger joins us in the booth. Thanks for coming up here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Well, Jewett comes set. Deals the first pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Proto. Anderson takes off for second, and he's safe over there on the second base bag. What do you like more, coming out of the pen or starting?
That's a tough question. I've been relieving since I first got to college as a freshman, but before that I've always been a starter. But I'd probably prefer starting, honestly. So.
How different is your mindset between those two?
There's definitely a different mindset in it. It's kind of just like, as a starter, you have more time to get ready and prepare yourself for the game and just the team you're facing. And I guess it's the same with relieving, but you're a little bit more on short notice.
1-0 to Davis, breaking ball in the dirt once again. No advancement this time from Anderson. Now 2-0 to count to Davis. What's your favorite count to be in as a pitcher?
Got to be 0-2.
Yeah, that's a gimme.
Yeah.
Jewett deals. Now steps off. Max Anderson over on second. A 2-0 pitch to Davis. Breaking ball in the dirt. Gets away once again from Poto behind home. 3-0 the count to Davis. So 3-0 count. You're a pitcher. What's your mindset here?
Right at the belt line, right at the catcher's mitt. I mean, it's all you can do to get yourself try to get back into the count. So. You got to be careful, though, with Max and Chase hitters like that. After that first strike, the next one, you got to kind of spot it up a little bit better.
3-0. Jewett fell off the mound, lost his footing. Oh, Chase Davis works a walk.
I can say I've done that a time or two, slipping off the mound.
Especially that this is his first time pitching here at Spillane. Digs back in, but here's Brian Morrell. Joined this team just about a week ago. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Do you have a favorite Eddie Marco quote of the summer?
I do not.
No. I feel like he's a quote guy. You never know what to expect from.
Actually, I'll give you this. Put your pants on. Because there's some pitchers back there. I'm not gonna name names, but we don't always have our pants on when the game starts on time. So he always yells at us for that.
That's a good one. First and second, 2 outs. The bottom of the 5th inning. Brian Morrell at the plate. Jewett gives a look back to Anderson over at second. Deals a 1-0 pitch. Cut out and miss. That has to feel good as a pitcher. You have a pitch outside of the zone and still you get a strike on it.
Yeah, it's let you know you're just around the zone. You want your off pitches just to be right outside the zone where hitters still think it's coming in as a strike, but just to let you get comfortable around the zone. So that was a good pitch.
And a check back to second. Anderson dives back safely. Lou playing close to the second base bag. If you were a base runner, would you steal any bases on this Stone Dust infield?
I'd have to do a lot of convincing to myself. I'll say that.
1-1 pitch, high and inside. Now 2-1 the count.
I will say I water the field before the game sometimes. So if I was a base runner, I'd make sure I water down as much as I could. But they do a great job with this field. It always looks in really good shape. Even though it's gravel, it still looks really good. I kind of like the gray.
You do?
I do. I like it.
It's different, right? I mean, I'm not opposed to it. And then especially the foul line, so interesting.
Yep, the grass line.
Foul line meets the grass. Have you ever seen a field like that?
I have not.
2-1 low. Now 3-1 the count. So obviously your summer wrapping up here. How special has this summer been for you?
It was awesome. It was a really cool experience, and I'm really fortunate to have done it as a freshman, and hopefully get the chance to come back again next year as a sophomore.
It's the league to be in if you're a prospect, and Morrell lines it up the middle, base hit into center field. Here comes Anderson. The throw at the plate is going to be not in time. 2-0 Gateman in the bottom of the 5th. Well, you were telling me at your college, Louisville, that's the celebration song.
Celebration song, yep. We all have
what's the dance? How did it come up?
So we have the home run helmet. That's another one. That's for home runs. But for the runs, they get in the dugout, and we all make a tunnel, and we just slap them on the helmet. So that's our theme song. I thought it was funny the first time I heard it here.
You know, that's a Six Flag theme song. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That is news to me.
So is that new each year, or has that been going on for the past few seasons?
I want to say it was new this year. I think it was a new thing they tried.
Well, Rogers cuts and misses on the first offering that he saw from Jewett. 2-0 Gateman. Well, Will, you brought some luck. The Gateman scored and now have a 2-0 lead.
Oh, yeah. Cravy's been throwing really good today. Looks really sharp.
Oh, 1. Rogers got on and missed. Behind 0-2. First and second for the Gateman. 2 down here in the 5th. Oh, 2 to Rogers, cut out and miss to end the inning. But the Gatemen add another one on. They now lead 2-0. We go to the top of the 6th. But Will, we want to thanks so much for joining us in the booth tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was nice to get on here.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gateman.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gateman at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod.
Top of the 6th we go, 2-0 Gateman. Nick Hoffman back on the mound for his second inning of work out of Clemson University. It's so great to have Will Koger join us in the booth for the half inning as the Gatemen were able to score a run with him up here. Will be Mike Bovey, Johnny Long, and Zach Lou due up here in the top of the 6th inning. And Hoffman quickly ahead 0-2. Bovey singled in the 2nd and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Hoffman deals, pitch just outside. And 1-2 the count. Hoffman has been phenomenal since joining this Gateman team. He's been an arm that this team can count on out of the pen. 1-2. Hit well to left field, but Rogers charges in to make the grab. 1 away here in the 6th inning. And here's Johnny Long. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Had a base hit back in the 2nd inning. Hoffman, a quick worker, deals a pitch, cut out a miss, curveball down and away. 0-1 the count here to Long. Long out of Cal State Long Beach. Breaking ball. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here on the righty Long. Hoffman deals the 1-1, grounded over to right, but through for a base hit into center field. Long gets his 2nd hit of the night here in the 6th. That sends up the tying run at the plate, and Zach Liu reached on a fielder's choice and struck out so far tonight. Hoffman out of the stretch. Faced adversity well with 2 outs, had a base hit back in the 5th, but able to get out of the jam. That one missed low, 1-0 the count. Got Cade and Connor to hit a fly out to Chase Davis to end the 5th. Hoffman behind 1-0. The pitch to Liu drops a bunt down. Gonna be trouble. Hoffman will have to try to race Liu over to first, but can't get there in time. Oh, back-to-back hits now. One a line drive to center field, and the other a bunt single. Now the Whitey Red Sox in business once again. They have first and second and 1 out here in the 6th. Tying run now over at first base for YD. And here's Ryan Proto. As the sun begins to set now at Spillane Field. A pitch dotted the outside edge of the plate for a called strike. 0-1 the count. First and second for YD, 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Grounded over to right, flips to Padilla, over to Graham at first, in time. Turns a double play, a 6-4-3 to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Gateman. Stay with us on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP, have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights. Be prepared and contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
Derek Fabian, Blake Wright, and Carter Graham due up. It's the bottom of the 6th, and the Gatemen hold on to their 2-0 lead. The infield of the Whitey Red Sox shift over on the left side. That gives Fabian a wide gap. Breaking ball, called strike. On 1 the count to Fabian. Struck out swinging in the 1st and walked in the 4th. That one hit to left by but foul. Count moves 0-2. Freaking ball in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Broken bat blooper into center field for a base hit. Fabian will take the broken bat for a base hit any night of the week. And he's on first with nobody down here in the 6th.
The uptick in rhythm for Derek Fabian just continues to be put on display night in and night out over the course of last week. He's by far been the Gateman's hottest hitter.
Here's Blake Wright. Flew out in the 2nd and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. A nice sunset here at Spillane as the infield now shifts over. All the way over on the left side. Breaking ball, called strike to right. So all Blake has to do here, Cade, is hit it into right field for a base hit on the ground.
You've got to go opposite way, and you've got a base hit. That's how you beat the shift.
Check to first. You know, I had a conversation with a Hall of Famer, George Brett, one time. And I asked George if he would have liked the shift to be put on him more so in the day. And he said, yes, he wished they shifted more back in the day because he simply would have gone the other way. As Blake Wright, high pop-up in center field. In comes Homer Bush Jr. to make the grab. One down here in the 6th, and that's so easy for a Hall of Famer to say, yeah, he could put the shift on me. I would have gone the other way with it.
Well, and, you know, as a hitter, that's what you're always hoping to do at the plate. You want to be able to hit the ball to all fields, and unfortunately in today's game, not every hitter can do that. They are a dime a dozen in terms of just hitting it to one side each and every time. That's why you see a shift consistently happen. I think a couple years back it was a Dodger game, and you may remember this late.
Fabian takes off for second base. A play at second is going to be not in time. Fabian slides in safely. He's on second.
But it was the Dodgers, and I believe San Diego. They were in the 12th inning, and they put all five, including the left fielder, on the right side of the infield. So they had 5 defenders on the right side with the bases loaded because there was a lefty at the plate. All he had to do was get it down to the left side, and 2 runs probably could have scored from the bases being loaded. But instead, guess what? Hits it to the right side of the infield. They flip it for a double play at home and first base.
I remember that. Well, as Jewett comes set. Fabian on second, the 1-0. Breaking ball called strike. Even the count now 1-1. But the other side of it, too, I mean, just a couple of days ago, the Yankees were at Camden Yards in Baltimore, and obviously they pushed the left field wall back, and they put Gleyber Torres, who was playing second base, where the left fielder would normally play, moved over the left fielder. I forget who was playing left field that night for the Yankees, and breaking ball, a called strike. 1-2 now to Graham. But it was a fly ball hit to Gleyber Torres, who drifted all the way back on the warning track, had the ball in his glove, and lost it at the last second. So the argument is, why would he put the infielder on the line in the outfield versus in the middle, you know, to where it would be more of a routine catch. 1-2, grounded. He over where no one is playing. Could be a tough play, and Graham slides in safely to first. So Graham beats the shift, and the Gatemen have runners on the corners with 1 down here in the 6th.
That's exactly what we were just speaking of, Alex. That's how you beat it. Just even in that case, it wasn't a line drive. It wasn't a hard hit ball. Just a soft dribbler that barely cleared the infield grass, but it took so much time for a defensive player to get there. And Carter Graham easily beat it up the line.
Well, here's Devin Burks. He's 0 for 2 on the night. It kind of throws me off with the Whitey Red Sox wearing the red camo jerseys here, because this is the first time an away team has worn these uniforms at Spillane Field. Usually it's the Gateman, the home team. Time called from Burks at the plate. Derek Fabian over at third. Carter Graham on first. One down in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch. Breaking ball called strike. 1-1 the count. Jewett deals the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Just low this time. Even on the count now, 1-1. Runners on the corners, 1 out here in the 6th. Jewett deals 1-1. Breaking ball cut on a miss. Burks was looking to drive that one 500 feet. Came up empty, now behind 1-2. Jewett set at the waist. The 1-2 pitch to Burks, just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to the righty at the plate. No shift applied to Burks now. Long holding on Graham over at first. Middle infielders looking to turn 2. The 2-2 pitch. In there for called strike 3 to send Burks down looking. 2 down. Now in the 6th inning.
Jewett, one of the best arms out of the Whitey pen. He was an all-star just a few short days ago for the Red Sox. At that time, just dealt one on the outside corner that Burks was nowhere near ready for.
Well, 2 down. Here's Brian Padilla. 0 for 2 tonight. Runners on the corners. The Gatemen have a 2-0 lead. Line to left. Base hit. Here comes Fabian. He scores. It's a ribby single for Brian Padilla. And the Gatemen take a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th.
Different guys consistently getting it done tonight. Brian Padilla just adds his way into the mix. His first hit this evening. But here in the 6th, the Gatemen stringing together 3 hits. Alex, the last time they faced this Whitey team just 5 days ago, they totaled 2 hits as a ball club through 8 innings.
8 of the 9 batters have reached base tonight in some way, shape, or form. Max Anderson, though, 2 for 2 with a walk. Breaking ball, low. 1-0 the count. Max Anderson leading off for the first time this summer for the Gatemen. First and second, 2 away for Wareham. Jewett set at the belt. The 1-0 pitch fouled off at the plate. Count moves 1-1. Lou, the second baseman for YD, hovering closer to the second base bag right up until Lewitt comes set. Then he'll dart over as Anderson gets that one fouled on the third base side. Count now 1-2. First and second. 2 outs here in the 6th. A 3-0 Gateman lead. Lewitt in agreement with Proto behind home. The 1-2 pitch to Anderson. Ripped foul. Count holds 1-2. Only 3 home games remain after tonight for the Gatemen. 6 games left this summer. The season that flew by. But if the Gatemen want to stay in this playoff race, every game is must win. 1-2. Hit on the right side and through for a base hit. Max Anderson beat the ship. Rounding third, coming home is Carter Graham, and he's going to be out at the plate. The throw in from right field by Montgomery just got Graham in time to end the inning, but another run comes across for the Gatemen. They lead it 3-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. Here from Spillane. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including 5th-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
On top of the 7th inning from Spillane Field, the Gatemen have a 3-0 lead here in the 7th. Top of the lineup, due up for YD. Homer Birch Jr., Hayden Schott, and Cole Carrick due up. Hoffman back on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. Breaking ball, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, through 6 innings for this YD offense, they have 8 hits and have each batter reach on a walk and an error, but have been unable to score. That one hit to right, but stays up just in time for Morrell to make the grab. 1 down here in the 7th.
Good stuff so far from Nick Hoffman, a player out of Clemson who turned into their Saturday starter midway through the regular season. And as a player who has the best quality in finding the zone, he is a pure strike thrower, has walked less than 12 batters in his 3 seasons with the Tigers.
One fouled away. 1-1 the count. Cole Carrick. Oh, Hayden Schott, excuse me. Shot rips one to right base hit to right field. Cole Carrick now at the plate. He's 3 for 3 tonight. Here's Cole Carrick out of San Diego State. Hayden Schott over at first. 1 down in the 7th. Hoffman deals. Breaking ball called strike to Carrick on the count. Hoffman deals. The 0-1 pitch cut on a miss on a breaking ball. And Carrick behind. 0-2. The Gatemen have yet to send down Carrick tonight. 0-2 pitch. Fastball high. 1-2 the count. If you're Hoffman, how do you retire Cole Carrick, the All-Star, for the first time?
You know, it's been tough. Like you said, Alex, he's been finding a way consistently on the base pass. If I'm Hoffman and it's a righty-on-lefty matchup, you're trying to leave some things outside in the way, make him drive it to opposite field.
1-2 pitch, hit the left. Oh, roll foul. Count holds 1-2.
Just like that. You have a fastball, outer half. Carrick's going to be an attack hitter. He's looking to make contact. He's not a guy who's eager to draw walks. He wants to swing the stick. But make him do it the opposite way. That way he loses some of the power.
Shot on first. The 1-2 pitch to Carrick. Breaking ball in there for called strike 3. Cole Carrick disagrees with it. And he's down looking. 1-2, now 2 away here in the 7th inning. That's Hoffman's first strikeout of the night. Well, here's Braden Montgomery. Popped up in the infield. Drifting over now in foul territory is Fabian. Just missing. Looked like it went into the stands. Own 1 the count to Montgomery. The pitch. A deep drive. Back on the track is Morrell on the track at the wall. It is gone. A 2-run shot by Braden Montgomery. And now the Whitey Red Sox are within 1 here in the top of the 7th.
Montgomery's second home run against the Gatemen this week. Look back across his season, that takes his total to 3. So 67% of his long balls this year have come against Wareham.
It's a 3-2 game. The Gatemen still have the lead, though, here in the 7th inning. Hoffman just left the pitch over the plate. Now shows bunt. It's Cade Connor who fouls that one away. Now behind 0-2. Nobody on, 2 away. It's the top of the 7th in a 3-2 game. 0-1 pitch. Fastball just inside. 1-1 the count to Cade Connor. 1 for 3 tonight. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Now to Connor. The Gatemen have been in a lot of close games as of late. That one hit the center field. Davis back to make the grab to end the inning. But on 2 hits, 2-run score on a 2-run shot by Braden Montgomery. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Gatemen still have the lead, though. They lead at 3-2. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life, to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Continuing with our corporate sponsors, we also want to recognize and thank Franklin Sports, Cape Destinations, Sullivan Tire, Highline Cruises, Barnstable Bats, Sunderland Printing, Axis Bats, Cape Space, Christmas Tree Shops, UFOs, T-Mobile, Boston Better Business Bureau, Fairway Financial, Rogers Gray, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
The Gateman would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gateman players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Well, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. New pitcher is Kavanaugh on the mound. Matthew Kavanaugh, a left-hander, out of Nova Southeastern, making his 8th appearance on the summer. 16 2/3 pitch, 15 hits, 11 runs, 9 earned, 6 walks to 15 strikeouts. Comes in this ball game set to face Chase Davis, Brian Morrell, and Will Rogers. O'Gunner and Tillian will come to replace Cole Carrick. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. It was a 2-run shot by Brandon Montgomery back in the top half of the 7th inning that put the Whitey Red Sox within 1. Kavanaugh deals, pitch low. 1-0 the count to Davis. Reached on an error in the first, struck out on the 3rd, and walked in the 5th. One-0 pitch, just outside. 2-0 the count. Kavanaugh kicks and deals a 2-0 pitch, taken low and inside, up 3-0 the count. To Davis, missed outside. Davis works his second walk of the night. Chase Davis on first. Nobody out here in the 7th inning. Kavanaugh set. Kicks in, deals. Pitch inside. 1-0 the count. One-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Brian Morrell, who can really hit. I mean, he's 2 for 3 tonight. He joined this team in the later half of this season and already cemented himself in the 3-hole tonight. Breaking ball to dirt. Now 4 for 11 joining this Gateman team. 2 balls and 1 strike. The righty Morrell. The pitch missed inside, pushing him off the plate. Count moves 3-1. Chase Davis over at first. Nobody out here in the 7th inning. (3-1), ripped foul over to first base. Count now full. Full count to Morrell. Payoff pitch, cut out a miss. Fastball right down the plate. 1 down here in the 7th. Now Chase Davis on first. He walked the lead off this inning. Vaughn Mauderer on the mound. Mauderer deals. That one ripped, but right at Bovive. Well, no throw to first base, 2 away. Will Rogers didn't get the benefit of a line drive. Bovive just stole a hit away from Mr. Rogers. And here's Derek Fabian. 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. Mauderer deals. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop there from Proto behind home. No advancement from Davis over at first. The Gateman being out hit just by 1, 10-9, but they're being a really competitive team all around tonight. 1-0, breaking ball, grounded on the left side. And fires over to second, to end the inning. Well, that will do it. We head to the top of the 8th. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Gateman Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade. Power like a pro.
Whether it's life insurance to safeguard your loved ones, an umbrella policy to protect your teen driver, or making sure your home is covered from storm damage, Rogers Gray is there to guide you. Insurance is more than just a box to check. Trust Rogers Gray, a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gateman.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Back at Spillane Field as we make our way into the top of the 8th inning. Wareham in a close one. Leads YD 3-2. New pitcher on the bump for the Gateman is Alex Galvin, the right-hander out of Louisville. 6'6", 240-pound junior makes his 8th appearance of the summer. No decisions against his record with 1 save made. 7 1/3 innings pitched with 13 hits, 5 runs, all of which have been earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts with a 6.13 ERA. Alex?
It'll be Bovee along and Lou due up, and Cade said it. This is a close one, a 3-2 ball game here in the 8th inning. Gateman looking to hold on to this one and would mark their first win in over 2 weeks.
16 days coming up into tonight, Alex. This is a Gateman team that is on the verge of victory the first time in quite some time.
Oh, Galvin on the mound. Defense remains the same for Wareham.
Now batting the third baseman from Nebraska, number 19, Mike Bovee.
Well, Mike Bovee. 1 for 2 tonight with a hit by a pitch. Final line for Hoffman, 3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Both earned on the 2-run home run by Braden Montgomery back in the 7th inning. No walks and 1 strikeout. He faced 14 batters tonight. First pitch missed inside to Bovee. 1-0 the count. 1-0, fastball right down Main Street. 1-1 the count. Now the Bovee. No homers on the summer. The 6 ribbies. 1-1. High fly ball to left field. Rogers charges in and makes the grab. 1 away here in the 8th. Rogers dove out to make the play. What a play by Rogers, who has been defensively sound behind the plate, but also in the outfield.
Well, he's shown great speed. I think back earlier in tonight's game, almost got caught in a rundown, but he was able to beat it out. Just his closing speed has really, really impressed me so far, and he's been a bright spot in left tonight.
It was funny, before the game, this is the first game that Harvey Shapiro has been at, that Will Rogers has been with the team, but he's been here for a couple of days. Will Rogers introduced himself to Harvey Shapiro, and the whole coaching staff goes, "Oh, right, you haven't met Harvey yet." And Will Rogers jokingly, "Coach, do you still like me even though I got thrown out at third last night?" And that one lined over to Blake Wright, fires to Graham in time, 2 away. And Harvey just laughed and said, "Oh, yes."
Hey, he tied the game up with that hit. And that was a late inning, big-time swing from Rogers, which this team needs. They've lacked that in recent days, and over the course of the last 2 weeks is clutch swings and clutch moments. So that's exactly what Will Rogers provided in last night's 7th inning at Polar Park.
Well, with 2 quick outs here in the 8th, here's Zach Liu. 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch, a breaking ball called strike. 0-1 the count. Nobody on, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 8th. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. Galvin deals. Fastball right down the middle. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes on Liu. Galvin set. Right below the belt. Kicks in, deals. The 0-2 pitch inside. 1-1 the count. Galvin in agreement with Burks. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball singled up the middle for a base hit. 2 out knocked by Zach Liu, and he's 2 for 4 tonight. Now Liu on first, and here's Ryan Prado.
Now batting the catcher from Georgia, number 22, Fernando Gonzalez.
Pinch hitter Fernando Gonzalez.
A Georgia Bulldog, 175 hitter tonight, his 27th game on Cade.
His first plate appearance tonight. Breaking ball, called strike to Gonzalez. And Galvin quickly ahead, 0-1. Lou over at first and has a decent lead. Carter Graham holding him on. Well, that's not stopping him to take a hardy lead as that one fouled away. Now Galvin ahead of Gonzalez here, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Low, 1 into the count. Lou over at first. 2 down in the 8th. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. And staying alive at the plate is Fernando Gonzalez. Galvin set out of the stretch. The 1-2 pitch grounded up the middle. Right will play it on a nasty hop. Can't get there. Ball goes into center field. Rounding second and cruising in. Standing up over at third is Lou, but he's out at the third base. What a play. Chase Davis backed up Blake Wright. Threw over to third to just get Lou out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 3-2 Gateman lead. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
One of the Gateman's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Looking for a turnkey rental experience on the Cape? Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has a dedicated team of rental professionals ready to provide homeowners and guests with exceptional service. For Cape Cod rentals, nothing compares. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
What's up, Gateman fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
Back in Wareham as we make our way into the bottom of the 8th inning, the Gateman leading by just a single one, 3-2 over the YD Red Sox. The last opportunity for Wareham to potentially add in some insurance runs, but they'll work against a new man on the mound in Shane Gamelin, 5'9", 210-pound right-hander out of Rhode Island. Tonight, his 9th appearance of the summer. 9 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of which were earned, 4 walks and 14 strikeouts. That's an even 2 ERA. Alex.
Blake Wright, Carter Graham, Devin Burks due up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gatemen lead it by 1 run. Sean Gamelin on the mound. It's been a bottom half of the order that has been productive in the later part of this game. Gamelin set on the mound. Out of URI, breaking ball, called strike. 0-1 the count to Blake Wright. Right 0 for 2 with a hit by a pitch tonight. As the sun has now completely set above here, Spillane Field lights doing all the work. And the Gateman looking to hold on to this 1-run lead and win their first game in 16 days. 0-1, breaking ball, high fly ball to right field. Montgomery drifts back to make the grab. 1 down in the 8th. And here's Carter Graham. Flew out to left in the 2nd, grounded into a double play in the 4th. But back in the 6th inning, had a big hit. Well, a pinch hitter is Ryan Campos. But we'll still talk about the big hit that Carter Graham had tonight. He beat the shift, went the other way with it, and on a grounder over to right field. And that set up a huge insurance run opportunity that, with a base hit from Max Anderson, scored a run.
Of course, that'll present some defensive changes in the top half unless they expect 5'8" Campos to play first base.
Intrigued to see what the Gatemen do. First pitch, a called strike. 0-1 the count. Well, I guess the one thing they could do is just lose a DH.
That is true. Anderson could move over to first. You're correct on that.
And it would probably be in the lineup spot for Campos here, the pinch hitter, just move him down. 0-1, breaking ball. Stays high. 1-1 the count. Because Hausinger and Diodati, the only 2 left on the bench tonight. Neither of them. I guess Diodati would be the only one that could play first. He's a catcher. But mostly an outfielder. Game 1 deals the 1-1 pitch to Campos inside. Now 2-1 the count. Two balls, 1 strike to Campos. Pinch hitting for Carter Graham here. Fouled straight back. Now 2-2 the count. Or the other option is Campos goes behind home and you put Devin Burks over at first.
We'll see it when we get there.
That would be, I think, the best option. That way you don't lose a DH. But you can't go into extras. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Down and away. Now full count to Campos. The dugout of the YD Red Sox thought that should have been called strike 3. Goes low and inside for home plate umpire Tom Ryberg. The count moves full. Game 1 set. Payoff pitch to Campos. Grounded foul behind home. Campos has been a tough out all summer long. One of the best hitters on this team. I know the average doesn't point that way, but every single at-bat. I wish we had the statistics to see just how many pitches that Campos has seen. I think it would probably be more than anyone here on the Cape. Every at-bat, I feel like Campos is in a full count. Game 1 set at the waist. Payoff pitch once again to Campos. Worked it low. And Campos worked a 1-out walk here in the 8th inning. And here's Devin Burks. with one away. Oh for 3 tonight. The only Gateman that have not reached base tonight. Campos, a decent lead off first. Game 1 set. Out of the stretch. Breaking ball low. 1-0 the count. Gateman have a 1-run lead late in this game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looking to add a huge insurance run on right here. Ryan Campos over at first, 1 down and a check to first, but Campos dives back safely. Burks 3 for 19 this summer. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball low. 2-0 the count. Another check to first, and Campos dives back safely. If you're Gateman, your number one objective is to keep this a 3-2 game. Now time called by Burks at the plate, and he's done that a handful of times tonight.
What he's trying to do is disrupt Gateman's rhythm. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. Do all you can. Once I said this earlier, put the pressure back on the mound.
2-0 to Burks, cut out a miss. High fastball, 2-1 the count.
So with every strike and every pitch in the zone, that pressure creeps closer and closer from the mound towards home plate and towards the hitter. And anytime you can just take a step out of the box, maybe if it's just retightening a batting glove that didn't even need retightening, it pushes it back over on the bump.
Game 1 set. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike. 2-2 the count. Burks fell behind 2-0, but Gateman has since battled back. The 2-2 pitch incoming. Campos goes, fouled away though. So Campos will retreat back to first. And we'll do the 2-2 again. Gateman looking to add a crucial insurance run on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1 set. The 2-2 pitch low. Now a full count to Devin Burks. Back-to-back counts now have been worked full by the Gateman. A look over at the Harwich-Falmouth game. The Harwich Mariners have a 10-7 lead over the Commodores in the bottom of the 7th inning. A completely different game. About 40 minutes up the road. Over the bridge and on the Cape. Campos on first, 1 down here in the 8th. Payoff pitch incoming to Burks. The pitch, high fastball that missed the zone. A check to first base, but Jeff Barzell over there at first as Burks held up, and now it's back-to-back walks, and now the Gateman in business once again. I have first and second, and one down here in the 8th. Here's Brian Padilla. Had a big hit back in the 5th that scored a run. Game 1. Flirting with danger with only one out. Breaking ball, called strike on the outer half. 0-1 to Padilla. Breaking ball, cut out and miss. Now Padilla behind, 0-2. First and second for Wareham. One away in the 8th inning. The Gateman team that has struggled to hit with runners in scoring position, and probably the biggest. And now a check back to first, but the throw gets into center field. Campos takes off for third, and he's going to be safe over there at third. Runners on the corners now for Wareham in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Aggressiveness on the base paths can win you ball games. That's the new age school mentality, and it's been evident not just at the big league level, but evident here on Cape this summer. You look at who is the first place team in the West Division behind is Harbor Hawks. Who's second? Cotuit. Who are the two who two of the top base stealing teams in the league? It's Hyannis and Cotuit. You have to be aggressive on the base paths in order to pose a true threat in games, and the Gatemen have started doing that the last week, and they have put themselves in much better positions, especially late in ball games.
Runners on the corners, one out in the 8th inning. But Gateman ahead of Padilla, 0-2. Gateman deals a pitch, cut on a miss to send Padilla down swinging. 2 down now in the 8th. And here's Max Anderson. Max Anderson, 3 for 3 with a walk tonight. Ryan Campos over at third. Devin Burks on first. 2 down in the 8th. The Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. First pitch swinging comes up empty as Anderson. 0-1 the count. So the All-Star at the plate. A 0-1 pitch up the middle, base hit. Here comes Campos, he scores. 4-2 Wareham and the bottom of the 8th. Max is clutch all night long tonight. Anderson adds another one on the scoreboard. That now gives the Gatemen a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 8th. Now here's Chase Davis with 2 away. And runners now on first and second. Devin Burks over there at second base, and Max Anderson over at first. Breaking ball, called strike. 0-1 the count. Game 1 set. 0-2 pitch up the middle. It's going to get down. The throw to first is going to be in time to end the inning, but the Gateman add another one on. And it's a clutch base hit by Max Anderson. The Gateman lead at 4-2. We head to the top of the ninth inning. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing, from the baseball diamond to the many lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
Milton Cat is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League, from paving and landscaping to recreational boating and facility management. Milton Cat has the right equipment, parts, service, and technology to keep you working. Visit miltoncat.com to learn more.
Wherever you call home, from Boston to the South Shore to the South Coast to the Cape and Islands, Rogers Gray has you covered for all coastal homeowners insurance needs. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above.
Top of the ninth we go. 4-2 Gateman. And it's Homer Bush Jr., Hayden Schott, and Cole Carrick due up. Looking to either tie it or take the lead if you're the Whitey Red Sox. A pitch. First one to Homer Bush Jr. Gets out of harm's way. Oh, what another count to Bush Jr. Lined up the middle, base hit into center field. A Homer Bush Jr. over at first to lead off the ninth inning. And here's Hayden Schott. 1 for 4 tonight. And he's the tying run at the plate. Homer Bush Jr. got his first hit on the night. Breaking ball. Just outside. 1-0 the count. Well, Alex Galvin in a save situation with a 2-run lead. But Homer Bush Jr. over at first, and Hayden Schott, the tying run at the plate. 1-0, grounded over to right. Could be 2, but he boots it. It goes into center field. Homer Bush Jr. goes to third. He's thinking about going home, but he's 6 to third, and the runners on the corners for the Red Sox with nobody out here in the top of the ninth inning. And now that sends up the go-ahead run at the plate.
A bad defensive miscue from Blake Wright. That's the second error of the evening for the Gateman. Just misread that hop entirely. Was trying to charge on it, stuck the glove out, and was trying to pick it up on the run rather than setting his feet. And suddenly the YD Red Sox are in prime position to cut this deficit in half in the top of the ninth.
Well, here's Cole Carrick. He's 3 for 4 tonight. You wouldn't want anyone else at the plate except for him if you're a pitch cut on a miss. If you're this YD Red Sox team. Runners on the corners, nobody out. It's the top of the 9th inning and the go-ahead run at the plate. An all-star and shows bunt. Pulls back, a 1-0 on the count. Antillian shows bunt. The 1-1 popped up. In comes Anderson to make the grab. Gunnar Antillian came into this game in defensive replacement. Showed bunt, popped up right to Anderson in foul territory for the first out of the inning.
Definitely not the way that Antillian was looking to lay that bunt down. It was really a move that he pulled over late. I think Galvin's quick delivery, where he mixed up his rhythm a tad, threw off the hitter, and it was more of a force attempt other than one he was set up for.
Well, here's Braden Montgomery. Time called. Runners on the corners. One down here in the 9th inning. Braden Montgomery had a 2-run home run. Pitch inside on 1 on the count. Back in the 7th inning. And then put the YD Red Sox within 1. But the Gateman scored a huge insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now it's a 4-2 Gateman lead. But Braden Montgomery at the go-ahead run at the plate. 1-0 outside. Now 2-0 the count. How do you attack Braden Montgomery here if you're Alex Galvin?
You've got to be careful. He's a home run hitter tonight, and you definitely don't want that in this situation because he is the go-ahead run. I think you go inside.
2-0. Inside. Now 3-0 the count, though.
Not that far inside. Work the inner half of the plate against the lefty.
One for 3 tonight, but a 2-run shot in the 7th inning. Tying run over at first. The 3-0 right back to Galvin. Throws to right. Over to Anderson. In time to end the ball game. The Gatemen win it on this Tuesday, July 26th. It's been 16 long days since the last Gatemen win, but they get the first one since July 10th tonight. What a great Gateman win. Final score, Wareham 4, YD 2. Oh, for everyone here, we'll end as we head to the post-game show. We'll take a quick break here on the Gateman Broadcast Network, and we'll have Claire Foley with our player of the game in just a few moments. Final score tonight, Wareham Gateman 4, the YD Red Sox 2. Stay with us right here on the Gateman Broadcast Network. Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. List your home with Eastern Massachusetts' premier real estate firm. Don't just get it on the market, get it the attention it deserves. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
With competitive pay, state-of-the-art facilities, and opportunities in service, sales, accounting, HR, marketing, IT, and more, a job at Milton Cat, the Northeast Caterpillar dealer, is more than a career choice. It's a choice career. Visit miltoncat.com/careers to join their growing team.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all 10 Cape League teams are wearing their
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and
welcome back to the South Coast Health post-game show. Alex Feuz with you, and Claire Foley, our sideline reporter, has the South Coast Health player of the game. Claire?
Thanks, guys. Here with Jacob Cravey. Jacob, last start of the summer, and you go 4 shutout innings. How great does that feel for you?
Feels good. It's been a while since I've gone shutout, but, I mean, I couldn't have done that without Devin and the defense behind me. They did a good job. Devin called a good game. Bullpen was behind me. It was a great game.
And so we've seen you really improve all summer long, develop your style as a pitcher. What do you think's the number one thing you've learned during your time here?
The number one thing I think I've learned is just to get ahead of guys and not really mess around as much. Just be straightforward and let your fastball work more than anything.
And off the field, we've seen you help out with the 50-50 raffle. During the All-Star game, you were here early working on the field. We really appreciate you helping out, the culture of it all. Think you have a career in marketing after this?
I mean, that is my major, so I guess I do have a chance of that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and congrats on a great summer.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Well, Claire, we thank you, and what a great win tonight. The first one in 16 days. It's a big win for the Gatemen tonight.
It really is, Alex. All-around team win, a much-needed win for this group as well.
Oh, final score tonight, Wareham 4, Whitey 2. Back on the road at Brewster tomorrow. The Gatemen will look to make it 2 in a row. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network. In the words of Billy Joel, life's full of hellos and goodbyes, and unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. But we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.